So what's up, everybody? This time we're doing the recap. At the end of the day, we just finished our cast. I'm gonna ask the two biggest boys that we have on the caster's desk for their opinions about some stuff that has happened today. We'll kick things off with the very first series, Todak, Occupy Thrones. A lot to say about Todak, but let's start off with Occupy Thrones. Throwing the ball to Leo.
First off, Al my Malaysian brothers. Occupy Thrones showed up game one, but there's some signs of greatness, right? Like how much have they evolved? And at some point, in game one, I'm like, yo, what has Ola done? What has Coach Ola done, right? But that aside, I was a little disappointed. Let me just say. Game one had my hopes up, but a little disappointed.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I don't know, maybe because we've casted Malaysia for quite a while, we've seen Toda play, I've gotten these nerves of steel. No matter how bad it looks for Toda, I don't get nervous anymore. My heart has grown accustomed to it. It's like, they're gonna throw once, twice, maybe even 3 times, you know, bring out Arla goal lane. But overall, it's like, you know what? I've got the heart of steel now. I trust these boys.
Yeah, but it's not as weird when you think about it. It's just a throwback to the 1-3-1. It's fighter side, funnel to the Ling, right? So I get it. So it was less about Toda, and I'm glad you asked. It was more Occupy. How do you feel about Occupy?
Honestly, I kind of feel like Occupy for game number 1, even though they look good, it is more about they were confused. Like, how do we play around this round?
They don't walk with the Lord.
Yeah, because again, like they haven't seen this kind of composition for a very long time for the side lane. Game number 2, I kind of feel like they were confused. They was like, wait, are they gonna play traditional? Are they gonna switch things around? So I kind of feel like Occupy is just that they didn't adapt as fast. That's the main thing.
Personally, for me, I'm glad that Occupy actually looks like a team this time around. You know, during M4, it was not very impressive. Now it looks a lot better. But let's move on to our second best of 3 today. RSG versus Fenix. Really sad that Fenix had to go.
Oh, yeah.
But goddamn, RSG, what was that?
I'd hate to think that it's just the imports. I like to think RSGSG and just MPLSG in general has grown. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm looking at it from an optimistic standpoint. And who to thunk? RSG, SG is now top of the group, technically, right? Even before meeting EVOS SG, they swept Fenix.
Yeah, right now, EVOS Legends, they won against Fenix 2-1. Right? RSG Slate SG 2-0. And yes, I agree with what you're saying because Lucian Cutie, especially on that Kufra, amazing balls. But again, I kind of feel like the imports, they're activating the team. They're just providing what the team really needed. A very good engager and a good insurance, right? Because they got to make sure that Oki, if I'm not mistaken, the gold laner, he will do whatever he can in later stages of the game. Everyone else, make sure that they get to that point. And again, I just feel like the entire team is now very solid. Shout outs to Kuja as well. Right now, he is coaching for the team. So far, it's looking very good.
Quad dealer. The quad dealer. Yeah.
Personally, for me, I just have to say, like, Fenix, I was definitely thinking that they were going to absolutely roll RSG. I'm very happy that RSG are looking as good as they are at the cost of Fenix, which is a little unfortunate. This is more of like a Malaysian thing because I feel like Homeboys had the same situation where it's like the 2 imports and then do you think that they had the same reaction where the 2 imports came in, they realized like, well, actually these SG boys are kind of good. Let's just support them.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, because again, like in terms of mechanics and macro, everyone is pretty good. It's just that you need to be able to reach a certain level for you to push to something different. And I kind of feel like for RG Slate SG, Oki is great, but really Lucian Cutie was the linchpin. Without a very good roamer, they can't do the things that they've planned out to do. It becomes very easy for a coach when you have a reliable engager or disengager for you to actually plan out what's going to happen throughout the game. And I kind of feel like looking at what's going on right now, EVOS Legends should be sweating. If I'm looking at Oki and Bronze, I mean, dude, Oki is looking much better right now.
I think Oki is a consistent goal laner. And I think that's something that RSG really needed so that people like Diablo can play like volatile EXP laners. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Khalid and Badong as well. Both crazy. But then we move on to our final series, which all of us were able to cast there. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Number 1, this Turkish squad, the moniker Turkish Delight coming from this man himself. What do you got to say about them?
I can't take credit for calling them Turkish Delight, something that came came up from M4. Not sure exactly who said it, but yeah, no, you'll see in their gameplay that they have some traces of Blacklist DNA in them, right? Very early on, somewhere in mid game 2, they would just clump up 5 men and then just go for kills, go for plays, and that's very reminiscent of the Ube strat. Here, they won off of the back of not just that Turkish delight, but also off of some very unorthodox, but also fundamentally sound drafts that are some would call cheese picks. So that forced Echo to evolve, that forced Echo to again, as we said on this, just treat them like adults. Just
Manhandle them.
That's right. That's very visual.
Yeah, for me, it's all about being daring because here's the thing: you always talk about theories, right? Like theoretically, the Phoveus does well against the 1-1, but you may not actually have the cojones to actually bring it out. It's like, come on, like in rank, sure, we can do that, but in professional play, dog, I mean, like seriously, like
Yeah, dog.
for them to do that, that shows large cojones, man. Because again, it's
Traces
like,
of that accent.
yeah, I don't know where the accent came from. I apologize.
All right, final questions here. I started this after Series 2, which I thought was the funniest, and unfortunately, Eterna and Mirko aren't here to kind of answer for it. But give me your list. Top 2 cutest boys so far here at MSC.
Apex 47 and that's hard. Number 2 is hard, dude.
Number 2 is hard.
I am going off of very biased opinions because
This one
Fireflux
you're
went
allowed.
well.
You genuinely can go biased with this one. And it doesn't have to be today's games.
Doesn't have to be or doesn't have to be?
Doesn't have to be.
Fireflux Impunities, Apex 47, and yo, I gotta give my boy Kyrie some love.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
Kyrie? All right.
So
All
one
right.
Turkish, one Filipino, imported to Indo.
I like that. I like that. What about you, Fel?
Sorry to my Malaysian bros there. Sorry.
You say cute, right?
Yeah.
I think Sanford's pretty cute.
No, 40. That's my boy.
Yeah. I wouldn't say Delar is cute, but out of all of the very sharp looking faces, this sounds so weird for me to call a dude cute, man.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Say what you will. Say what you will.
Pride month.
If you like who you like, bro.
Pride. Sanford cute. I guess Delar, but I gotta give a shout out to Yums as well. Yums pretty cute.
Yums
is adorable.
You cute, my guy.
It's in Benny's name. You didn't say Benny. He's a great fro.
Dude, you want me to be honest, right? Still Sanford over Benny, man. Still Yums over Benny.
If I had to repopulate Earth with one of the 2 cutest boys and sacrifice maybe my left nut just to hopefully get as good as one of these players.
Oh, then I would get Delar.
Oh, you get the
Delar.
I was gonna say the Go
I feel like his genetics is
Oh, he puts a good argument. But with that being said, that recaps the end of day number 2. We see you guys tomorrow.